first thing is like anybody who this is like the top players right now in Crisis, and so you can watch them live, and we know people are like, I've got to be the top player that everyone sees when they go to start up the game, right? You know, so you go and play the thing. Yes, a thing comes up and says how many spectators. You know what, this version of beta, and what happens is you get to 10 and it gets sucked in the 100,000, you know what I mean? So you know you're hot, you know, but or not, right? But the deal is that, but the deal is though, I don't know if this version of beta has that. It's in, I think it's in G2. This is G1.1, and okay, so yeah, it's in G2.1, so it's not there. Okay, so let's go and do this thing here. Now, for those of you that don't know much about Crysis, Crysis is this incredibly photorealistic game, and it's a very good first-person shooter, but it's like it's way beyond what you can run on a console game. There's just no way you can do it. And console games get frozen in time. You know, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii were designed 5 years ago, or released 5 years ago, designed even earlier, and they don't get any better. They have to release a new version. We update our servers every 6 months with the latest, greatest NVIDIA, ATI, AMD, Intel, whatever, you know. And in fact, we can even put specialized chips that like do ray tracing or whatever, and it's worth it because everyone can have access to it. And so now, a game that would be absolutely impossible to even think about running on a laptop, I'm able to run not only on a laptop, but with everything turned on, all the lighting effects, all the great stuff, and so on. Now, this game is not exactly the most socially redeeming game, so I didn't come here to go and suggest that this is the sort of thing you should do with your spare time. But here, and if I go in the water, I mean, look at the beautiful refraction stuff these guys do. And then look up there. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so this is something you can never see on a console, and only total hardcore Alienware kind of gamers ever get to see this stuff. Crab, sorry. Okay. That's okay, it's an animal, and we eat those kind of animals, so all right, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. So, but the cool thing is really the social aspects of it. Like I can go and spectate this, and you can see, where are you? Oh, you're went invisible? Oh, okay. Hit shoot, and you'll restart, the right trigger. There you go. Yeah, go over to a box to the left. You'll probably find there's some weapons. And then press X to pick up the weapon. There you go. Again, we're trying to go and show people how to do socially redeeming stuff here. Good, all right. So, all right, there's a visible guy to the right. Okay. Oh, there he is. All right. Yes, all right. So now, yeah, okay. So what you want to do here is to, boom. I just did a brag clip. I shot the last 15 seconds. We'll look at it. So if I go here on the iPhone and I go to brag clips, what we can watch is that cool thing he just did. And I'm going to pass this around so you all can see it. And there it is. Anybody in the world can go look at his brag clip. All right. And there it is, the double kill. All right. Great. So I'm going to pass this around. It's really easy. To go into something, click on it. To go back, press the B. Okay. Guys, I told you it was going to be cool to be in the front, all right? Little did you know. So, all right, so I'm going to go back out of the game. All right, I'm going to show other games now, okay? All right, so to get out of here, I'm going to quit the game. And then I'm going to go to our profile here. And you can see our profile shows that here's the brag clip we just did. And there it is for everyone to see. Again, most socially redeeming thing, but some pretty good action there. And then the rest of the world can see the brag clips as well. And here's that there. Plus you can see the brag clips of other people. And here's someone who's just driving in Burnout, and perhaps they had a classic crash or something. Let's see. Maybe not. No, they're just, ooh, nice. All right, so that's their brag clip. Okay, so and then you can check out your friends. And what's great is if your friends are online, there's this little green dot. So here are the iPhones. Okay, so here is an iPhone. Is this iPhone? Yeah, so this is this iPhone. And we started, because it takes a while to get this Crysis started up. We started up in Crysis. And so here I am like, and you can always, when you check out your friends, you can see what they're doing. So here I am going and walking around, and there it is. and you actually can go, and the whole world can watch you. Now, again, game playing over the iPhone, the cellular phone network, is going to be limited because you have about 150 milliseconds of latency with current 3G technology. That may change, but anyways, but over a Wi-Fi, which is what we've got, it works pretty well. All right. So this thing here, the controls are kind of funky with this thing, and but nonetheless, you can see that it works. So what I'm going to do, because I'll pass this around. I think the more interesting thing about the iPhone is going to be showing the spectating stuff. So I'm going to quit the game here and go back. And so it kicks you back to the user's profile when the person logs out of the game. All right, I'm going to pass this iPhone around as well so people can go and check it out. All right, and then, so do we know where the micro consoles are? No? Okay, good. It's always good to end up with a, well, people haven't seen it. Anyone hasn't seen it, wants to see it? Okay, so this micro console, I think if you want, we can just go and pass it around because I can do all the demos from the PC, all right? All right, so, we're having it running on there. This micro console's up on here. Okay, Greg is about 3 steps ahead of me. All right, cool. Okay, so this micro console now is running on there, and this micro console you could do. Oh, are we in Crisis?
Yeah. So right trigger.
Right trigger. Oh, because I got killed.
It's sleep.
Yeah. This is asleep. Yeah. Okay. There you are. All right. So good. All right. So has anyone ever played Crisis before? No. Anyone played a first shooter before? Okay. Who wants to try the wireless remote? You want to try it? Okay. Here we go. Okay. So it's going to be this guy here, and then that would be. Is that Alien Love Child? Give me a break. Playing Crisis? Okay. No. All right. Where is he? Is he Space Case? No. Oh, he's Space Case? Okay. Okay. So, cool. So we could, as we can see, we can Space Case this as well. Oof. I wish I had another game to show, which is a little less violent. Okay. So, all right. So that was Crisis. So how's the reaction time? Great. Cool. That's the main thing. All right. But then let's go and play. Let's try a different game. All right. So the way you press the middle button. And then go right to this tab. Quit game. There it is. Okay, so then go back, B for back, and then why don't you go up to Burnout, because that's an easy game to play. And then do Demo. All right, there you are. All right, so then we can watch you do that. And then here's the arena, and we'll see him that when he's in, when Burnout comes on, he'll probably come online here. Let's see, where is he? Oh, there he is. So you can see we watch that. So the iPhones, can you see him on the iPhones? What happened? You got back out of there?
No, that's good.
Okay, who has one of the iPhones? Can you go in the arena and see if you could see him play? So for this, you just do A, and then when you get to the login screens, make sure you press B, because just press A to start, A, and then it's going to come with a login thing. Press B, B, B. Okay, then A the whole way. All right, and then to go, you got to start the engine by holding the right trigger, and then the left controller. And then after you play for a little bit, give it to other people because it's an easy game to play. All right. All right. So meanwhile, I want to showcase a couple other things. So one of the things that's really great, I mentioned that you could go and have 3D characters in Onlive. So we're going to see games that have characters this real. I'm going to bring this down. Yeah. No, this is like running off of the, yeah, there you go. No, there we go. So here you're seeing Jennifer running on Onlive. Geni number 4. All right, so anyways, you can't do that on a console. Okay, here you can go and watch a movie trailer. Now, by the way, if you have an iPhone, go into Showcase and click on the movie trailer. The movie starts instantly. There's no iPhone download, iTunes download. It just cranks. And look at, a lot of compression problems are shown here. We're dealing with dark areas. We have a lot of shadows. There's filaments in the hair that we got to deal with. You know, random patterns. This thing is a really tough compression problem. Then the scene cuts, okay? So this shows a lot of the issues. Any of you guys who worked with compression, this is a very, very difficult thing to compress. The fog here, make that look realistic. And of course, it works perfectly. Random patterns, motion vectors, and so on. So there you go. So there's a lot of deep technology here, as well as some pretty cool marketing stuff. And it's a matter of getting technology people and marketing people work together. All right, so I think then friends, this is really cool here. Okay, so I forgot, when you get like lots of friends, You do that, and you have this really cool 3D effect. So try that on the iPhone. Swipe your finger over the friends thing, okay? All right. So let me tell you something about this that a lot of people don't realize, okay? So you think when we get really deep in the 3D in perspective, we have to feed into the server lots of video feeds, okay, for all these people. And the video feeds are tough to keep going for all these different windows. So you know what we do is we realize that when this thing is moving so fast, those people in the background that are really small, nobody notices the video. So what we do is we just sequence still pictures. Okay, and then they look like scene cuts in random patterns until the thing finally comes back into view and it's down to just these, 6 by 3. So we have to deal with 18 video feeds instead of potentially 100 video feeds. And nobody notices it. So if you look very, very closely, way in the background. So these are the practical things you've got to do that are based on human perception and things you learn when you run into an engineering problem. Don't just assume, I need a bigger GSP, I need a bigger processor, I need more bandwidth. No, no, no. Put your head on. Okay, and say what is really absolutely necessary in order to make this thing work. And